Alrighty, so got a client that is looking for a place on a very, very tight budget. They're trying to find a place for about $350, $450 a month, and they want a 3-bedroom. That's possible to find, but sometimes the area is not as great and appealing. So I'm in an area called Gran San Pedro Cholula. So I'm riding up and down each of the streets looking for some rental signs because I know this area, and 3-bedroom is possible in this area. So I'm doing it the old-fashioned way because a lot of times listings online, once they go up, they get snatched up real quick, and a lot of people just don't use online. They just post. They just hang a sign up on the door, on the window, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. I told her that you can get a nicer 2-bedroom with that same budget, but she prefers the 3-bedroom. And here we got a rental sign here, so I'm gonna grab that. I don't know how many bedrooms is in there. Take a picture. You can take a. I got it. So, and as you can see, San Pedro Cholula is pretty nice, and it's right at the Periférico, less than about a 3-minute drive to the Periférico from here, and you can find houses in that price range. So I'm gonna call them shortly and find out how much that is. Oh, it's a family, and like I say, funds are tight, budget's tight, and they're flying here. So the thing about it is, when you move into these places, they generally want payments equal to about 3.5 months of payments of rent to move in. Your first month of rent, 2 deposits, and something that's called a contract fee or lawyer's fee. And that's a lot of upfront money to drop down, plus airline and, trying to buy all that stuff and get family here. Every now and again, sometimes we can work a deal out with the landlord where we say, hey, can we pay the second deposit with the second month of rent? And sometimes they'll do that. And so that'll free up some monies to, move in. Ideally trying to find a place that's at least semi-furnished, that has the stove, the refrigerator, have the appliances, maybe some bed frames at least, and so you don't have to buy everything. But this is a pretty nice neighborhood. Now, as we go through each of the clusters, some will tend to be a little older and look a little bit more run down. But like I say, sometimes you just got to get in the car and do it the old-fashioned way, and that's what we're doing. So far, we only come across one sign, and I'm gonna send them a message. Almost past one. I'm about to back up. Let's see here. Let me go back out. It's all for rent sign, and that look like a nice one. Let me turn around. All right, so here's the one I just passed by, taking some photos. Click. That's not a bad one. This would be a good neighborhood. Like I say, it's pretty close to the perimeter. You could be in Merida in about 4 or 5 minutes, and you're close to the malls. There's a grocery store walking distance from here. Hospitals. There's a Star Medical Hospital in Alta Brisa. That's about 7 minutes from here. La Isla is about 10-15 minutes from here. Don't look like anything down there. Technically, I should drive down there, but I see a little sign right here. I don't know if it's for rent or for sale. Yep, for rent. So we got 3 so far. Snapping the camera. Don't look bad. And sometimes the prices on these will fool you. All right, that street is closed. Sometimes these buildings will fool you. And you look at them, you're like, oh, that's expensive. And then they're like, oh, no, $400 a month. is for sale right here. This one is for rent. Dealing with the owner direct. Boom, boom. For rent or for sale or rent. All right. That one is for sale. What do you think? So yeah, and sometimes if you know, you could do this on your own. You know, a lot of people complain about my prices. Oh, they're too high and too expensive. Hey, I get it. But you could do this on your own. You know, rent a car for a couple of days. Car rentals will run you about $40, $50 a day. Rent a car for 2-3 days, you know, so you're looking at about $100, $150. And just ride around the neighborhoods. Do your research online, find out what neighborhoods or colonials are ideal or favorable, and then just do what I'm doing. This is not complicated, you know? Come on across the street. Come on. It's not complicated, but it's gonna require you to do your work. It's gonna require you to do your research. I've been out here in these streets just for 4 years, just walking up and down, getting 20 and 30,000 steps a day. Been in hundreds of houses, probably a couple of thousand at this point. So I know the areas very well. Got an idea where you can find, you know, whatever price range you're trying to stay in. I generally have an idea where you can find it. And like I say, this is slightly outside the Periférico, right outside the perimeter, but it's only about 3 minutes. So they're at that part where they won't have to wait so long for Ubers or Didis, just like I would in Concao. I have to wait a little longer for Uber rides. But at this point, you don't. There's not going to be an issue because you're right at the edge of the perimeter, which is a lovely thing. So I'm not going to go, well, maybe I will. Don't want to go too far up because I start ending up on another side, which takes them further away from the grocery store. I want them to kind of be within walking distance to that point, closer to the parks. And, you know, I hadn't been down here. Let me go down here and see what's down this strip. The wind is blowing extra heavy today. Alright, so a lot of these here streets are closed. And they're building a new development out here. So like I said, they got some parks over here, tennis courts, basketball courts. I think we're more on the newer development side. Yeah, they're doing some more developing out here. 2.1 million pesos, which is right at about $100,000 for one of these houses that we've been looking at, but they're newer on the other side. So let me get further down. Oh, look at that. So this is a new development, and get what I see right over there for rent side. Might be cheaper than we think, so we're gonna go check it out. They might get lucky. Let me get this number. You feel like messaging these folks? You don't have to if you don't feel like it.
Not really what you're doing.
Alright, so I got that. I'm gonna see if I can get all this information and then I'll drop it in the video. Kind of do a follow-up all inside of this clip. See how this thing works. So yeah, this is more. Now look at this. These are more houses, and they starting at 1.8 million pesos, which is about 90,000 US dollars. Let me ride through the neighborhood just so you can see. And if you're interested in something like this, let me know. They got a little park. Like I said, this is all close to a plaza. Let's ride up and down. So this is a new phase of the development we just started at. So that'll kind of give you an idea of what this will likely look like 8, 9, 10 years from now. It's gonna look like the first part that we saw. Now this is a 1-level home that's for rent. All right, so I got somebody. Ooh, it looks like they got a pool back there. Yep, they got a pool. Oh, I can't wait to call them. I'm sorry, that 1.8 million at today's exchange rate is 87,000 US dollars. I screwed that math up. 87,000 US dollars. I don't know if it's a 2-bedroom. It's most likely one of these 2-level homes that we're looking at. All right, so that neighborhood that we just passed through puts you close to a park right here. Like they just put that up. Also, you have access to an OXXO right here. All that within walking distance. And an e-bike will get you around here pretty much doing whatever you like. I'm gonna go down one more street and see what's up. I hope I'm recording it. 1080. Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna try. I might just need to come up and down these streets. I might come back in the evening hours. I just picked Kim up. She over here looking all tired and whatnot. And we're passing by on the way home. I like, let me look and get these numbers. But that new development, these houses are, like I say, them houses are, they look like these probably 10, 15 years out. Just to kind of get an idea of what the neighborhood will look like years after you buy and move in. The positive thing is there's not a lot of for sale or for rent signs, so that's a good thing. What is this here? I never noticed this. This is a provider. I never knew this was over here. They doing a lot of development out here in these neck of the woods. All right. So get in your car and ride around and find some deals. But like I say, do your research to know what neighborhood to look in. And you can do this on your own. You got this. You got this. So, well, let me drive down just a little more because I want to show you that there's a whole plaza over here. Supermarket, pizza. There's a Domino's pizza. There's a taco spot. Ice cream spot. Chinese food spot. There's a pharmacy there, a doctor there. You can see the doctor there. There's let me flip this around. What else is over there? A veterinarian, a vet shop, a little bit of everything. And right over here, there's another OXXO convenience store. There's a couple of little shops in the little plaza. That's a mini plaza. They got sidewalks throughout the community that you can walk up and down, walk your dogs. I'm gonna get home and record it and get those numbers, the prices on those rentals. Hopefully they got what we're looking for, and the search will be done before they have even arrived. Okay, so yeah, that looks like that might be another. You been down that road?
Where we at?
Right, Super Key. Right here. Let y'all see. They like it. That very pretty. Kim didn't even recognize where she was. Messed all up.
Yeah, because I was asleep.
Alrighty. There's a university right over here. Let's check this out. Los Trampos. There's a bank right there, Santander. I think I can go out this way. Making my own way up in this camp. Alright, so there's Los Trampos Restaurante. It's an ice cream spot. There's a salon right here. A laundromat here. Here's the pharmacy. You can come see the doctor right here. That is the supermarket here, Super Aki. Chinese food joint. There's a little bakery on the corner, pet store, dancing school right here, etc., etc. And this here is the highway. And once you hop on this highway, you can go through this roundabout, go right back around, and 3 minutes later, well, not even 3 minutes, a minute, you're back at the Periférico, which is the perimeter. So in 1 minute, you are back in Merida. And about 5 minutes from here, that's the entrance to that subdivision we just came from. And this is this highway here takes you straight to Concao. You can also make your way to the beach, go back in the other direction. You're 1 minute to the perimeter, you're back in Merida, and 5 minutes to the mall, Alta Brisa, 5 minutes to the hospital, and yeah, right, Starbucks right over here. Like I said, you can get a little e-bike that goes about 20 miles an hour and come up here. And this Kim wanted to stop by this little OXXO convenience store, and let me show you this little spot right here. This little thing here that is red and yellow. They got it's like an equivalent to Subway, much cheaper. So I'm gonna put the prices up in a moment.